So the big question is always, what the heck do I do in this program? And that's what this video is going to answer. So let's get right at that. Okay, so this is the video you all want to see. What you're actually going to do in the program, or how you complete one of Tom's stock flips or option trades. So it all gets started when you receive an alert. And the alerts will show up obviously under the alerts section in your account, but you will also get an email. And if you subscribe to the text alerts under the More tab here, you'll get a text message. So I receive a text message like you see here, and I also receive an email for every action alert to take. So if you look at the email shows you the instructions to follow, and it shows you the research behind why he's picking this actual trade. So I'm going to actually go back to my dashboard here and click on alerts. And I'm going to pull up one that came in a week or so ago. This was actually an alert for 2 trades on the same day. And so he gives you entry instructions and the exit strategy. So it tells you kind of how long you're going to be into this trade. Sometimes he will have you exit sooner if it's not performing well, or if it's performing really well, he may have you pull some of the money out so you for sure get some profit. So he'll give you the instructions. So here's one for Hershey, one for Hasbro. And what I do is I go into my online brokerage account. I have brokerage accounts with Schwab and TradeStation. Most of mine is done through Schwab, but it requires more money to use Schwab. So I'm going to actually show you my TradeStation account, and I'm going to go to Web Trading Live. Let me log in here. So I've received my alert, and I'm going to go to, and again, I'm not going to go through every little detail here, every little piece of information as far as what a call and a put is and strike price. That's where you need to go through Tom's training in the program, and he will explain all of that. And there's a lot of good information in the program to explain all this all of this. It does take a little bit to figure out if you're unfamiliar with financial terms and things like that. It took me a little bit because I was all new to this. I'm not a savvy investor by any means, and I had never traded options before. So basically what I do, let's pick one to pull up here. So let's do this Hershey, HSY. So ticker price is HSY. I'm going to go back to TradeStation here. We're going to go to HSY and pull this up in our options chain. And it is buy to open December 20th at 146 call. So we're going to go here. Here's December 20th. Here are the calls. Here's the 146 strike price here. So I'm going to click on this and put it in my option chain. It defaulted sell to open here. So I'll change this to buy to open, which were his instructions. December 20th, 146 call. You got to make sure that you have all these correct. If you're not sure if you're entering this correctly, you need to contact TradeStation or Schwab or whoever your brokerage account is. They're all different. They all do these completely different, which is maddening sometimes when I go back and forth. Okay, so Tom says pay no more than $3.30. So, whoops, let me go back to TradeStation. So, order type limit, we're going to pay no more than $3.30. And he says enter it as good till canceled through November 26th. So TradeStation doesn't let you enter a date. And basically what this means is we're entering this to be filled. And if it's not filled by November 26th, we want to cancel it. You usually have to manually come in here and cancel this in TradeStation. But we're going to enter. So if we entered it as day, that means it would expire at the end of the day if it's not filled. We want to keep it open, so the good till canceled, which Tom had it as in his instructions here, is good till canceled. So that's pretty much it. So I would hit send orders, and then this confirms it, and then I would hit send. And then the order would go into their queue, and I would get alerted by TradeStation when that order is filled. That may not happen for a day, may not happen for 2 days. Again, Tom gives you instructions. So when this alert comes in on November 19th, if the order hasn't been filled by November 26th, then cancel it. It means it's probably not going to get filled, and it's not a big deal. You don't lose any money if it's not filled. If it is filled, then the trade will show up in your your positions here in TradeStation, and you can keep track of stuff. And then again, you'll get another action alert when Tom wants you to exit that, and it may come early. Again, this was for the December 20th call, so depending on the direction that the trade takes, if it goes down too quickly and you're going to lose money, Tom will get you out early so you don't lose that much money. I had one a month ago or so that I lost $70 on. I've got one in here right now, actually. This is actually the Hasbro trade from last week where I'm losing $200. And he actually sent an alert today to get out of this because it's not performing the way we expected. The Hershey trade, which I have in my Schwab account, is actually performing well. So, again, it's the market. There's no 100% certainty, but over the long haul with Tom's software and his picks, I've done well. He's provided accurate information. Again, you're not going to win every time, and you just need to keep at it. And don't be afraid to get in here and just do one of these. But again, if you have real issues with using a platform like this, or it's confusing, then you may have a hard time with this program or doing this. But if you're a little bit tech savvy and you can figure this out, and again, if you use somebody like Schwab, I can call up my Schwab rep and he would actually place these for me if I wanted him to. I could literally just email him my action alerts and he would do this for me if I wanted him to. So that's always an option. Some brokers won't do that because they're not full service. You have to do it yourself, but they will answer questions and try and help you out. So again, I received the action alert. I went in and placed that trade. It literally, if I had done it start to finish without stopping and talking about all this stuff, it literally would have taken me about 2 minutes. I think in my video I say it takes me 4 to 5 minutes every time, and that's usually about it. It takes me a second to click through some of this stuff, so it's very quick, and that's it. And then I just let it go until I get my next action alert from Tom. So I just kind of sit back and see what happens. So I hope that gives you a quick overview of exactly what you're doing in here and how easy it is. There is a little bit of a learning curve, just learning to use the trading platform that you pick. Again, it doesn't have to be TradeStation. It just happens to be one I use. I also use Schwab. There's a bunch of them. If you go under here under the FAQs, I think there's a section where they talk about different trading platforms that you can choose and which ones are good and bad and whatnot. So if you have any questions, just let me know. Thanks. Bye.